Hello, hello. Hello from a bit dark winter time from Germany. Okay, so today we are going to try it out some new tools I found online. Um, I want to start with um, 2D to 3D. So, hmm, how I do. So if people watch my shorts, then people will know that I am very much into 3D printing to these few days, and I am not good at um, 3D modeling. I can do something very basic like put a cube, cut a hole, or something. But I I figure out there are some tools that can help me to generate 3D models. There are also places for people to download 3D models. And so I want to show people how I turn my idea into 3D models and printable 3D models. So these are like the two things I print. I think one of these is already in a I presented in a shorts. And another one I didn't because my printer has some problems. Like at this part, there's some very weak link despite their support. And when I try to remove the support, um, the the tail was cut off. um, yeah, not so nice. I know they need some polish, but that's not the point. Okay, how did I do this? I want to use this as an example. I firstly go to ChatGPT, or you can use some other text to image tools. For example, um, I said create an image that I need. I would transfer. I will transfer into a 3D model later. It is we don't wanna have a unicorn again, right? Let's try out something different. Is owl. Um, uh, toy for a little child. Please make it. You don't need to please. Hello. Please make it cute and no sharp corners. I know. Good to see you back. Yeah, today I'm just testing some AI tools I found online. And the first one is how I turn text. So my idea into a 3D model. And disclaimer, I am not paid to promote any kind of product. If I use anything online in this stream, then if I even pay, then if I ever pay, then it's definitely out of my own pocket. Okay, so I want to create an I just realized that I need to Simple background color, no complex lines of the image. The owl. Oh, it's an owl, not an on. It's an owl. The owl has very big round eyes. Let's see. Okay. Also, the owl must have very simple colors. Okay, let's see. During this time, I want to say, like, I think these tools, there are a lot of people already talk about. So I don't need to address this further. But I did try it, and I do know it's a pretty good. Sorry, let me try to sign in. I do know it's a pretty good tool, but somehow I find it kind of laggy recently. At the very beginning I tried, it was not so slow and not so buggy. But this time I try. So yesterday I also tried, and it was kind of meh. Okay, let's go back to. Oh, I really like it. Maybe I will really. Can you use it? Can I use what? Can you elaborate a little? Yeah, I really like it. Let's try if we can do this. I mean, for this, it's multicolor. But we will see this one. I want to say this tool can, of course, you can just enter the text. Why not? Let's just do the same thing. But you will see why I don't use it directly from this text input. It has pros and cons, I would say. So like it's also pretty cute. But the problem comes now. If you like click it, and then it was kind of like immediately jump up another box, and then at first I was like, so I need to do it again, and then yeah, okay, if you just have in single image, then that's that. Yeah, but the problem is from the image to the generation, it's very buggy. Sometimes it just runs and it doesn't really come up with something. Yeah, but this time it runs. Very good. Yeah, so this is the owl that we just generate. You can also ask it to generate some. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. So if we put more images in, maybe it can generate a more rounded 3D models. But yeah, for now it's because my printer is a grandpa. It can only print one single color at a time. So multicolor does not do anything to me. So at this point I would not generate any materials for it. But but people say, okay, with materials you can have like a better texture, for example, like for example, like this cat, it's also in the shorts. You have some fur, this kind of texture. If you want it, of course, you can go on and generate the materials. I hope they material. How many AI tools you use in your coding project? Too many. Too many. Of course, ChatGPT. Oh, by the way, I downloaded it, right? I want to see this one later. But of course, until now, I think I use ChatGPT the majority time because I paid. I paid for the better quality. Of course, you don't see it because I use another account to pay and use it. I use another one which I think it's like lots of people already talk about it. Is Perplexity. This is something I found very, very good. After I so how I do is a majority of time I use ChatGPT. I generate something, and then if I was like I'm not so sure if that's the correct answer, I will use Perplexity to do double check. I know people previously introduced me this Cloud AI. Yeah. I am not there yet. I know it's a very good tool for coding, but because I think the majority of time I can get answers that I'm happy with from using this tool. At the very beginning, also there were one time because of ChatGPT was like basically crashed, so I went on to use Gemini. I will not pronounce it wrong again. I hope to also try out from time to time. But usually ChatGPT and Perplexity already can give me good enough and solutions, and so Gemini is really something like I'm not so sure. I really want to double check Gemini, and then this one I will say I will leave it for, since it's developed for coding, I think, then in the future, I probably would just use it for the coding. And okay, that's only for the answering my questions, coding, whatever. And then ChatGPT, I would say it's the most versatile tools because the image it generates always matches what I want. For image generation, I tested two. So photos, actually three. So if you count Canva, I also like Canva, but I think because it's always like pipe with other apps, so why not just use the app? So I think it's the most used tool I'm using right now is Mojo AI for generating some images. Yeah, but actually, can I ask Gemini, can you generate an image? Huh? Oh, okay. So Gemini now can also generate an image. That's really cool. Then how about these? Oh, Thanks. That's a very romantic image you just generated. Okay, so how about this? Let's try. If you can, then let's see how it goes. um, I think for people who just started, oh, actually, it's pretty similar, no? Yeah, it's kind of similar. Who just started using AI. I think right now there's no one just started. Most of people will use it. But I mean, if you really want to know what tools you want to use, I think I will say this for coding. For coding, ideogram for a better image. Ah, okay. Then I will also try ideogram. So ideogram for okay. Yeah, for just started and then don't want to pay something. Actually, I used Gemini for a while to help me solve some coding questions. I didn't use Copilot, um, GitHub Copilot, simply because I'm very lazy to install another plugin for my Visual Studio Code. Username, diagram. Let's see. Welcome to. Okay. All right. So this is ideogram. I will try yours. Describe what you want to see. Then, no, not this one. Okay. So, oh wow, it can generate 3D. Then can we directly generate 3D? Maybe. Let's see. And also pretty fast. Thanks for the recommendation. So I had this one to generate a 3D image. And people maybe will wonder like, why do I do so many 3D printings? So for the long run, I want to. I don't want to just work on the hardware because there are so many web applications service online already. So maybe going to hardware is a direction. I'm not so sure. I'm just also trying out my ideas. But to step into hardwares, you not only deal with all the modules or all the IC boards, chips, whatever. You also need something to make them look nice. I know I can ask people to do it, but if I know a little bit how to design something, wouldn't it be nice? And if I can print out something, wouldn't it be nice? So right now I'm just generating a lot of figures that can help me test different kind of settings with my slicers, with my model, so like AI model generation, a lot of so I'm just testing a lot of things. So also the 3D printers, I also need to get to know it better. So right now I just at the phase of generating a lot of figures, printing and printing and printing and testing different configurations for the temperature, for everything. So until I feel I'm pretty familiar with the tools at hand, then I will go on to fulfill these ideas. Yeah, so once you are happy and if you don't care about any materials, textures, whatever, then just go on and confirm. You need to pay, but luckily we have some credits free coming from uh, Rodin AI. Okay, and let's see. Does it? Oh, it generated. Let me show you. Let me show you. Sorry, if you use that. Oh, why can't you see it? Let's see. That. Yeah. Ah. These are the owls generated. It's also super cool. I like this one, although the background is a little bit complex, but it's not too bad. Okay. Oh, so it in okay, I see. So what it does is a 3D rendering. It doesn't mean a 3D model. It's still cool. Okay. I like it. I like it, but how do I download it? That's a good question. Upscaler prompt. Oh, okay. I can download as a PNG. Can I not to have? If I don't pay, then I cannot download it. No, no, seriously. Oh, okay. I'm sad. Okay, all right. Not just this one, but I do want to. Ooh. Sorry. Full image in one credit. Yeah, it's pretty good actually. So it's really, I would say, it's not expensive. It's definitely not expensive. Um, it's very good. But do they come with like free? Okay, let's see. I would say this is the most 3D printable, just because of the background. I want to see if I can download, but it want me to pay. Can I not? Not right now. I like it, but not right now. Okay. Well, yeah, I want to test this. Nah. So you can also just use like images and then you generate. Actually, the best would be different angles. Then it can really generate the things you really want. Okay, not just this one. This morning, I was just searching and then I found, oh, sorry, not this directly. They have a very cool 2 3D um, playgrounds. Not this one, sorry. Ha! I want to try this. Coding qualification. Uh, I'm not very certain the actual. Can you elaborate a little bit? Okay, while it's generate, that's also. Oh. Um, don't know if this can generate 3D. Oh, it can OBJ or GLB. So I'm not so sure how to answer these questions because to me it's a little bit vague. But if you ask me what consider good code, I would say the code that I can understand. Oh, okay. Um, Framework, do you work Python, any kind of framework? Um, I like Fast API. If you talk about background, I really like Fast API. I do know Flask, but I for my usage, Fast API can already handle most of the tasks I want, and yeah, but I do want to. Actually, I recently thinking about learning Django, but I want to learn so many things, so that's that's for the future. Oh, okay, it's cute, eh? OBJ. Ah, 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 ah. This definitely requires some cleaning, or I can maybe just strip off the materials and then that should be good already. And let's have a look at the GLB. Um, so if you talk about like data analysis or something, I know lots of people will go for uh something like TensorFlow or something. That's also okay, but that's very much machine learning. I'm still at the point I like to use some sort of machine learning libraries that I know. And then data analysis, definitely Panda, NumPy, these kind of classic, yeah, classic libraries that everyone knows how to work with. Hmm. And if you say front end, I only know Vue, which is super sad. I only know Vue. Oh. I'm not like other full stacks. Like, okay, I can program with everything you want me to do, like Angular, uh uh like the what is that called? Next.js or something. I feel very sad that I only know this. Oh, why you always give me that? Is it because the symmetrics? No, remove background. If I go super low. Mm. Okay. We can try. And there are so many other image to 3D models to do to use. Uh, Sorry, did I GPU task aborted? I'm very sorry. Did I do something to gain you trouble? Yeah. I recently because of I trying to lower my budget. So I know that I said I want to learn C, and I'm actually doing it. I want to know, like, I have a questions. First of all, before I say something stupid, um, Lua, okay. Oh, okay, yeah, C and then Lua. MicroPythons as well. I tried MicroPython. I don't know. I'm not very happy with MicroPython. This is the first time I criticize Python. So I went on to work with C, and then because this is the lowest budget friendly things I can get, so I have to go for these things. But it's just something that I'm testing and testing, and then I know, when you hear people keep saying I'm testing, it's just not a very good feelings, I know. But I just want to say that there are to make your idea become a real product, you really cannot avoid doing this. So like doing this, so like testing if this works, if that works, what other solutions I have, what other alternatives I have. Yeah, that's why I'm not such a fast, efficient person, I know. But I am improving. Okay, so these are the tools. Oh, maybe I will actually print it. Oh, by the way, if people want to not just render it, want to 3D print, it's the best that you generate STL. I'm not so sure if Slicer can work with OBJ, but I work with OBJ a lot. I really like it. And also, this is something I want to. Oh, by the way, did I answer your questions or did I totally answer the wrong questions? um, yeah. I'm more that kind of person. Oh, by the way, I just want to supplement my answer. Like, if you talk about work framework, I'm more like writing down. So I don't know. Maybe some people can understand this. I basically do every imaginations in my mind, like, or every plannings in my brain, and like an idea. How can I achieve this? Everything I think in my head, just think about many bullet points. People say brainstorming, and I brainstorming in my brain. I hope that works. I hope that like I kind of understand, so understandable. And then when I at a certain point like, but is that really good or bad or blah blah, then I will just search. And I like the old way. I like the old fashion. So I go on Google, I just search, browse. Maybe there's article pop up, there's YouTube video pop up. Neither. But if must say, I work on funding my own company. So I thought about being a freelancer, but I have so many things I want to do already that I cannot afford to be a freelancer to do other people's projects. I know money is sweet, but that's why I work so hard in the past 10 something years to not only gather my experience, but also gather all the ideas and savings. So piggy bank. So I am working on funding my own company, and the goal is that I can be I don't know if that's a so basically a person who can invent many things, innovator, entwickler, yeah, something like that. I worked for a company before. I like to have colleagues, but I also feel the awful part of working for a company after the whole day you worked. You are so drained, and then in the end, when you come back, you still have so many things that you want to do, so many ideas you want to search the Möglichkeit, the probability, possibility, and then you just don't have the energy to do any of that. That's why I like being stable. And if so, few months ago, I will say to you, I never thought about really found my own company. I just want to have some projects, and then let's see if I can get some fundings or something. And if not, it's not so bad. But right now, I will say to people that if you get already some sort of stable ground that allows you to explore you know your creativities or something, spend some time for yourself, save some time for your own ideas, spend your time well to try to see if that works. And if it doesn't work, like, at least I know what it takes to set up a company, what it takes to work on a project from the beginning to the end. I know like how to talk to people, networking, do everything. And everything comes to the worst case, I think then find a job in a company or work as a freelancer is also not a bad idea. A freelancer in Germany, there's several kinds of possibilities. So freelancer, it's actually called Einzelunternehmen. I hope my pronunciation is okay. So you work as a company, as yourself, like just one person. That's one. And there are something that you oftenly see, like GmbH, like UG or something. These are all like company. And I am not going for Einzelunternehmen. I'm going for not GmbH as well because I'm not yet ready for that scale. But I will find something in the middle ground, that is a company that I can hire someone, that I am not working for my just alone again. Yeah, but not saying hire. I don't like these terms. Maybe working with someone is a better term. Someone feel like want to work with me together to make some cool product. That's how I should frame it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we test this, we test that, and we also test this. Maybe GUB. It's also not too bad, but OBJ is easier to handle. Or not. They don't have texture. Or 9. Oh my god, my my slicer just come up. I would very much prefer to use blender. So let's see. Oh yeah, by the way, I have a German lesson coming up soon. So we will finish this live stream very fast. I wanted to do the speech to test text AI test for people, but I'm very sorry. It's I just talk too much. I'm sorry. Yeah, need a shortcut here, nah. But let's see. Let's see if it does have. I don't know. Wait. Import waveform obj. Oh. I think we need some polish here. So because this is not the back, and then we probably need some polish on this one. Okay, but let's see. Where's the roading? Challenge you face when starting a company. Wow. I don't know if this is universal. I'm just talking from my experience in Germany, okay? But if you feel, if you run into the same problems, feel free to tell me. In Germany, I know that the government want to encourage startups. So want to encourage people to set up companies. So they set up a lot of different funding schemes. Also, okay, to say super short is the paperwork. I shouldn't say this because for a person who already write thesis and finish, I shouldn't say that I hate paperwork, but I really hate paperwork. Germany is a country that everything has a form. I come into Germany from a person who just feel like I can just go to a government office and then say what I want, and then I will get what I want. Two, I make a reservation online, and then I search if there's a form to download. If there's no form to download, you write to them. And if there is no forms they can provide, these things is not going to work. But you will only get 1% of the chance they say there's no form. That's Germany, okay? So you need to love paperwork in order to stay in this country and to do anything further. And the challenge I thought was language. No, it's not at all language. It's the paperwork, because they are the work is so tremendous that these funding schemes, they just send you everywhere. And everyone want to help you. They try their best to help you, but the end result is you have much more paperwork to handle. But I mean, like, in the end, it's not something that it's not solvable, right? We just need to be used to this. So I complain a lot, but honestly, I really think all these funding schemes that they try so hard to help me. And I think the second challenge probably comes the language. But really, I was so wrong because few months ago I was like, let's just make a project and see what comes out from it. And that's because I was so coward. I was saying like, oh my God, my German is so bad. Nobody can understand me. That's not even think about really funding a company, blah, 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 blue, blue, blue in Germany. And then along the way, I was also learning my Germans. And then I still speak super shitty German. Like, I feel I sound like an idiot when I speak German. But what I found is language is really not a problem to when you want to fund a company in Germany, because they understand English. They just not really want to speak English. So there are oftentimes in the end, the meeting becomes I speak English and these people speak German, and somehow we understand each other. So language is really not a problem. It's the problem that the paperwork and the funding scheme is so tremendous that you kind of have the problem to find the ground, like where should I start. And different Bundesland have their own whatever fundings, so it depends on where you live. You need to check. I don't know if there's any other country having these problems, but this is really just me speaking out of my own experience. Ask me again the same question in a few months. Maybe I will tell you a complete different answer. I don't know yet, but at this point, I will say I'm so exhausted. Okay, this at least is pretty smooth. So we can definitely try to print this one. All right. I hope that's enough information for people today. Let's leave these audio testings for next time. Oh, yeah. And thanks for recommending me these tools called Ideogram. Ideogram, right? Oh, by the way, I want to say to people who have a little bit of interest in German, like previously I say Gemini is Gemini, and I keep thinking like, why did I say as Gemini? Because it's Gemini, and then German word is Zwillinge, and so and then I realized why did I say that? It's because German GE is get and me, and so MI is me and ni, so then that becomes Gemini. That's why I'm very yeah, I find it so funny, like both my English and my Germans are broken right now. Okay. How many people? Okay, I have just me right now. My husband is a very good experienced UI UX designer, so he helped me a little bit with certain things. But no, there's just me. And I'm hoping that when I found my company, then I am able to find someone that want to work together with me. I do have my own support network. Oh, by the way, that's very important to build up your own support network. Like you know where to ask what. That's very important during the whole process funding a company. Yeah. Okay. I hope I provide enough information and some entertainment to people who are interested in trying out some AI tools. And I have to go for my German course. And wish you all have a nice weekend. Today's Friday, right? So have a nice weekend. If you are in Germany, go to the Weihnachtsmarkt. It's fabulous. Okay, then